Hello there and welcome to Herman Manyora's YouTube channel. So glad that you are joining us again today. My name is Marshall Mudo and this is The Public Opinion. Now we started the week and we saw three governors, the three Kambani governors, marshalling up votes and to Azimio and saying that Kalonzo is no more a kingpin in Kambani region. Do you think the three governors have the ability to deliver the Kambani votes as a block to Azimio? Let's find out.
Haya, hiyo ni sawa, lakini tunaona deputy na MCA wote wa Makueni wanaegemea pande ya UDA. Pia tunaelewa Mudavadi ashaamua, Wetangula ashaamua, kwa hivyo tunaona wind of change inaenda kwa UDA. Pia Kalonzo atafollow suit. So I'm very sure Kalonzo bet yake haiko kwa Azimio, anaenda Azimio for his own interest, lakini Wakamba wamegawanyika mara mbili.
The Kamba community characteristically they never follow Kalonzo. They always show him where to go. That has been the trend in Kambani. I've given you the example of 2013. So that is how the Kamba community behave. They always show Kalonzo the way. And right now they are showing him that the way is Azimio.
The situation on the ground is that Charity Ngilu and Kibutha Kibwana and this Mutua, they are really doing a lot on the ground because they want to convince the Kamba community that they should join the next government. Meaning it's already maybe, according to the indications, this uongozi inaelekea upande wa Azimio. So the idea is they must really convince Musyoka that it's him to join the winning side, that is Azimio side, because he cannot afford to take the Kamba community out of the government, because him alone, he cannot make it alone. The three combined governors, the efforts that they are making is going to really bring a lot of votes from Kambani to Azimio. So Musyoka stands no chance alone. So he must join this winning side, and Ngiru, that's Charity, is quite categorical. He should not lead Kamba community out of the next government, but he should do everything possible to make sure that he brings the community back to the government.
Yes, I think that they can deliver, but not largely the entire Kambani. Kalonzo has been the kingpin for Kambani for a long time, and I think much of that cannot change, but it has an impact. Charity Ngilu and what is the name of that governor? Kibwana and Mutua. Those are the people that they have got track record, and it might affect the voters of Kambani. But in my, according to my view, I think Kalonzo will end up in Azimio.
All the three governors will deliver to Azimio. So it have come to a clear mind on Kalonzo that he have no option but to follow the governors, because if he doesn't do that, then he may be the loser.
And if they'll be able to deliver these votes to Azimio, what does this mean to Kalonzo Musyoka? Does he still remain to be the undisputed kingpin of Kambani, or is Kambani now a shared ground? What do the people think?
Kalonzo is the kingpin for Kambani, and he has been for a long time. He has been the vice president, he is a leader, he is an ambassador. So this will leave Kalonzo with no option but to join Azimio la Umoja. He will join Azimio la Umoja.
It have clearly shown that Kalonzo is being diminished by all the three governors, and we see that as young tactics are coming active in politics, in the likes of Governor Mutua, then Kalonzo is being diminished.
What I want to tell you is that they say history repeats itself, and I'm seeing as if history is going to repeat itself in Lower Eastern, particularly Kambani. Because you remember in 2013, Kalonzo was not willing to support Raila in 2013, but he was forced by the ground to support Raila. And I'm seeing that repeating again. He will be forced to swallow humble pie and support Raila again, like 2013.
Kalonzo is still a heavyweight in Kambani politics. He's got his Wiper party, but with all these other smaller parties, that is NAC for Charity, and then we have Kibutha's party and Mutua's party, they can also win hearts of people in Kambani. So despite the fact that the three governors are really coalescing together, Musyoka is still a force to reckon with in Kambani politics. The idea is they are going to really split the support, but still the three governors can also influence a chunk of voters from Kambani.
Tunaona ni conflict of interest na juu anaona Kalonzo atatangulia huko, hawa wanamfuata juu tunaona ni kama watu wanaenda retire. Naona baba akiitwa babu, Kalonzo pia naona ni babu, so they will take over after Kalonzo. So bet yao iko kwa Azimio, lakini half of Kambani iko kwa UDA.
Now Moses Kuria is set to jet back in the country this week and hold a mega Thanksgiving rally. Does Kuria have much influence in the mountain vote, and will he be the one to deliver the swing votes in whichever camp he decides to join, whether it's UDA or Azimio? What do you think?
I think Moses Kuria has got very little impact in central Kenya. Not even Kiambu. I think he has got very little impact in central Kenya. Yeah, because I think he has not done enough to marshal, to gain that large political clout. So I think his return is inconsequential. Whatever direction he takes will be inconsequential. Yes.
Let me take you back to that by-election that was at Idhika when he was in the country still. In the likes of Dr. William Ruto, Jubilee with the presidents, but Moses came out and he was his candidate came the winner. So it means he has impact, he has votes.
Kuria is someone playing with people's mind, but you cannot underrate the power of Moses Kuria in the mountain. You saw the by-election that were done in the mountain. He was able to help the deputy president to marshal up votes for even the Kiambu and the Kiamba race. So you cannot underrate Moses Kuria. Though I think Moses Kuria has got his own personal interest. The side that will give him favor or will give him his own interest, I think he will fall to that part. But however, what it remains in the mountain is that UDA has got more support in central Kenya, Mount Kenya. So I don't think it will change so much. It might end up in Azimio, but it will not change the fact that the people of Mount Kenya will vote for William Samoei Ruto.
Moses Kuria aliinuka kwa kuwa chama yake ilikuwa kwa mlengo ya UDA. So hawezi lewa na UDA tena U-turn against UDA. We are very sure bet ya Moses Kuria na tunampenda sana, ni fighter wetu. Tunajua ako kwa UDA. Wenye wanamsingizia ni vile anaogopa juu the president belongs to his constituency, lakini in the real sense ako kwa UDA.
There are very many small parties from Mount Kenya and they also have some support. Even though the support is not huge, but they can really marshal some support and votes. So whichever direction or whichever coalition Moses will decide to really join, he will bring some support, some votes, and also some impact. So if he decides to go with DP Ruto, he said so well he's not going to fold his party, but he's going to really join a coalition. If he joins DP Ruto, he's going to really add some force or some impetus or some impact and maybe some support to his side. If he decides to really go the Azimio way and join Baba's side and the Uhuru side, he's still going to also make a huge impact.
We've seen a lot of parties being formed from the mountain region. What is the deal with this party? Is it a plot to diffuse the UDA movement in central Kenya? What do you think? Let us know.
It's the period of maybe small parties because we have regional parties and Mount Kenya alone has been having maybe few parties. We had the PNU and then we had now Jubilee. Now we have NARC Kenya and other parties. The idea is even these smaller parties can field candidates in other positions and they still bring something to the table, meaning they can come with some bargaining power and influence the outcome of the next general election.
As long as Uhuru is there and Uhuru is still championing Jubilee, any other party in Central will not see the light of the day. We have Chama Chakazi of Moses Kuria, we have TSP of Mwangi Kunjuri, we have NARC Kenya. So what I'm telling you is that as long as Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is still championing Jubilee, these other parties will not see the light of the day. That is the truth.
To me, what I have just decided, what I have noted, and I have made a very clear note, is that most of those people who are talkative in the likes of Didi Nyoro, Gachagua, I find that Alice Wahome, they don't have followers. But the president have said clearly that they were doing work. They were in the office. Now it has reached a time to go out and look for vote. So I hope when he comes out and go and look for the votes, President Uhuru Kenyatta will deliver.
I think that is part of democracy and in our parties, but I also think that it is a strategy to destroy maybe UDA party, though these small parties will end up just joining the best team. You will find that maybe the small teams, though we are told that the many formed parties falling majorly in the Azimio la Umoja. So it could be a strategy maybe to weaken the UDA party in the mountain. So it might have an effect, but at the end, I think UDA will have a say in Mount Kenya region, in as much as they will form several parties.
Lengo yao ni kwamba kuna people always feel secure while there is a cover of a certain party. So juu kura zote za Mount Kenya ziko kwa UDA, tunapanga vile kutakuwa na cover, chama ambayo itakafa watu wote wa UDA wenye wako kwa watu wote wa Mount Kenya wenye wako kwa UDA. No, currently 80% ya Mount Kenya iko kwa UDA. So if kama watafeel hawako represented well, watatafuta chama waende nayo katika UDA, lakini wako na Rigathi as the deputy president, so tuko sawa.
While in the campaign trail, politicians have a tendency to make a few remarks that others may consider inconsiderate or insensitive. How much exactly do these utterances cost them? What effect do they hold, and can they be able to garner some votes or to turn some votes against the politicians? What do you think?
Hiyo ya Kongo sioni vile ina spark violence, juu ni mambo ya ng'ombe. Kama hakuna ng'ombe, hakuna ng'ombe. Ile ya Sabina jo ndio inafaa kuchunguzwa sana. Hiyo ya Sabina ndio inafaa kuchunguzwa sana. Juu yale mambo wanaongelea ni kwamba uchaguzi ilibiwa na itaibiwa. Na sisi tunaambia Wakenya kwamba hakuna kitu kama deep state. Na tena hata kama ni matajiri, kwani Mount Kenya matajiri ni watatu tu peke yake, ati ni Munga na huyo mwingine amefinyilia watu Equity na huyo mwingine, kwani hao peke yao ndio matajiri. Tunasema ya kwamba hii ni wakati wa mtu wa chini kuwa na sauti. Ndio tunasema bottom up, tuinue vijana ndio waimarike.
Kenya are watching and we are no longer fools. Today we are seeing them, and I think with Sabina Chege, I have noted for several time, it's a very good spot. I don't know what happened on that material day, but I think the way it's being pushed, or the way politics is done is central, and then he thinks that whatever she needed to have, she seems that she's not going to get. So she come up with that, let's say, being annoyed, bitterness, and whatever he's saying, she found them saying what she does not want to say. She found herself saying what she does not want to say.
Utterances that politicians make on political podiums have a very huge impact. They influence perception. For example, when somebody says that the 2017 election was rigged, that one, it might appear as a joke, but people down there take it seriously. So it creates a perception. But if you ask me, Sabina Chege did not make a mistake, or she did not err, because every now and then we have heard William Samoei Ruto say this time round, ama round hii mwaka huu hatutakubali watu wakae tena kwa hoteli watu wamulie. He has never been summoned by IBC, because he simply means that the previous elections watu wanakaa kwa hoteli wanafanya nini? Wanaamua. President His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, while addressing youths at State House recently, the president asked the youths, kuna mtu amewahi shinda Raila kwa uchaguzi yoyote Kenya hii? And the youth responded no. He has not been summoned by IBC. So generally speaking, the little things that people say on political podiums They have a very huge impact. They create perception. So I think people should be careful about what they say on political podiums.
I think politicians should be very careful with their words, especially this electioneering period. What Sabina Chege said was very unfortunate, trying to create a notion that elections in this country are being stolen. In as much as you are in the government, you enjoy all the resources, you don't have the audacity to mention such things at this moment. You know, there are people at machinani level. They will not take these words lightly. They will take it seriously, and they will actually, in their minds, they will think that elections are being stolen. So I think politicians should be very careful. And to William Ruto, what he really mentioned, well, I don't know if it was humor or something, but I think the caliber of deputy president, he should be very careful because it might cost him politically, especially now that is the deputy president. He is seeking international relationship with other countries. Right now, he should be building bridges with other countries. He should not be destroying. So in as much as maybe he was joking or he was talking on a light note, also at this time we must be careful. It can cost us as a nation. It can cost him when he is vying for the top seat of the presidency. So I think it was so unfortunate, and even him alone, he regrets the word that he said.
Musalia Mudavadi promised earthquakes all over the country when he decided to join William Ruto's camp. Has he delivered the earthquakes? Do you feel some tremors? Let's find out.
What was supposed to be an earthquake by Mudavadi was actually what somebody called a suicide bomb. Mudavadi was actually a suicide bomber, and he decided to bomb himself, because if you see the ground in Western, the ground has not gone with the Mudavadi. I have been in Western for very many days, including yesterday. The senator for Vihiga County was forced to shift to Azimio because of the ground. So I think Mudavadi did not, his earthquake, what was supposed to be an earthquake, did not turn out the way he wanted. And there is very little Mudavadi will assist Ruto, because in 2017, Mudavadi did not assist Raila so much, besides yelling, Nasahawa, Nasahawa, Nasahawa. Even in 20, now he has coined another slogan. And that is the only thing Mudavadi will assist Ruto. Nothing else. He will just be yelling, earthquake, 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 nothing else.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, they have. Okay, I have seen them making a very good move, but the question remains, are they going to make it when it comes to August 9? When they win, well, but when they lose, that's the end of Musalia Mudavadi. But clearly it has shown that probably when Musalia is out from Odinga's group, we have seen him a little bit. He is active and he can say something with a great humor. But now it shows that, okay, will he the Kenya Kwanza win? That's the question. We are still watching. But if they lose, then that's the end of Musalia.
Musalia yuko. Musalia hata ni vile alikuja baadaye kidogo. Alikuja mapema tungempea hata hiyo VP, lakini tulikuwa tushajipanga, ametujoin, wacha achukue hiyo chief minister, abagain watu wake within the system ya UDA, tutamincorporate. Ila kitu tunaambia watu wa Azimio, mlipokuwa na Mudavadi last time, mlituambia mmeshika Kenya mzima. Sasa hii tena Mudavadi amekuja pade yetu, mnasema ati hana uzito. Mudavadi uzito wako nayo. Hata niona gazeti fulani inasema ati Mudavadi 1.1, Kalonzo 1.5. Hizo ni pure lies. Mudavadi yako 3 point something.
Okay, I felt some of the tremors, but maybe it is not that much effective, but there are tremors. Musalia Mudavadi has got his own numbers, in as much as it might not be that large, but he has got numbers. You know, Musalia is someone that I used to see as someone that can really reason out. He's a good leader in as much as he doesn't talk too much, but he can really deliver. He's a very good leader. So maybe the earthquake is not that it doesn't have the magnitude that we were expecting, but it has got an influence. It is very effective, and I think this might earn the Kenya Kwanza a lot of votes in Western region.
Now that has been it from us here at The Public Opinion. Please remember to subscribe, share and like our videos. Also remember, we have a new page. It's called nairobireview.africa. Go check out for more news article and for more political article from us and your articles too if you wish to share. Thank you so much. Keep it Herman Manyora.